Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've made a video due to my schedule. Just haven't had time to get back in the shop and do some stuff. But I did go to my local auction house, which is right around the corner, and we bought and stuff there. Man, probably before I was married, close to 40 years ago. We've lived by it ever since, and we bought a lot of stuff through this auction through the years. And they have a lot of these. A lot of my tools I get like this is from that auction. And this is another. I don't know if you guys would be interested in this, but it's just a tool haul that I'm lucky enough to live close, so I can see what they've got. I'll just kind of walk down through it while I talk to you, and then I really haven't went through it. I'll dump the toolboxes out and sort them all out, and then I'll bring you back individual boxes to kind of see what we got. But yeah, and it depends on who's there during these auctions. If there's a lot of people there, things go decent, but this time they went really good. I don't know if this guy was a gunsmith or what, but there was a lot of this stuff there. And if you got an auction place by you or garage sales, or you can find a lot of good stuff. It takes some time to look, but I've been looking for one of these, a live end for my lathe that I haven't got together yet, but that was in this pile. And and then this thing, I've wanted one of these. I think this is an Atlas, what I can find out. But and then a tub of grease, unopened, brand new. I think I paid $8 for that whole thing. So I think one tub, one of the little tubs you get, is probably more than that now. But yeah, I don't know if this will be interesting to some people. I'll try to make it a shorter video here, at least something that I can get uploaded until I get something else in the garage here to work on. But yeah, I'll start. I guess I can start here. I mean, this was just kind of in the pile of stuff, one of these, and they're good old. That's a Craftsman. Some of these old good hammer handles. I think I paid $1 for them, along with the old hatchet head or shingle. That might be like a roofing shingle hatchet head, not sure. But I guess the first box here, them aren't very interesting, but I needed some handles anyway, so it worked out. But this was the first toolbox. I don't think I paid much more than $20 a lot. So like this box would have been $20. All these were $20 a piece. Your choice. I think this was like $8. I paid $30 for that. And some of this other stuff, I can't remember what I paid for, but it was all really, really a value price, especially what I've got. So we'll go through this box. I know it's just a bunch of cutting bits. There are some new ones here, which I've got others from this place, and I've got a cabinet over there that is full of it. So some end mill bits, and this one looks, it doesn't feel too bad. I hate bits laying like that, but some of these are in boxes yet. I'm not sure if they're brand new, but so I'll dump this box out. I kind of get them lined up and sorted out, and then I'll bring it back. So okay, I got that box cleaned out. I guess, we can start. I'll just kind of go through it quick. I guess these are some carbide tipped ones. That's about all there was carbide tipped in there, but some of them look, they're not new, but they would work, I'm pretty sure. And this is what a 4-flute end mill is what they call it, and it's been used. That one's gotten pretty hot, but the other end looks pretty good, and they feel pretty good. So yeah, there are some new stuff in here. There's another one in a box. I guess these are called Woodruff key cutters, and this one looks like it's brand new. That one looks like it's been used, but it still feels pretty sharp. And then all these, I didn't take all these out of the things to see if they were new or not, but well, that one's been used. that one's definitely been used. That one's trashed. So that one's no good. Let me take a couple more apart here, and well, can't get that one. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks like a fairly new one. Yeah, that looks fairly new. Let me put you in the stand, and we'll go through these for quick here. Okay, I got you in the stand. We'll look through some of these here. That one looks pretty used. That one looks pretty used. These small ones, I don't know, I guess. The little bitty ones. Yeah, that one looks brand new. And it is sharp too, so yeah, some of these little ones, I mean, I think, you know, what I paid, I think I paid, was it $8 for this box, I think. So I mean, I think one of these will more than pay for the $8 I spent. That one's a good one too. That one's nice and sharp. And that's a 4 flute. So yeah, I mean, and I'm sure some of these others are good. I'm not gonna go through every one, but yeah, there's a 3/8 Morris, and these are all American made. This is, you probably can't read it. It's Bedford, Massachusetts, US. Well, that one's been used. It's broke on that end. That was pretty roached out there, but you know, all these are US stuff. This older stuff, I mean, yeah, that's a really nice one. That's brand new. That is 1/4 inch. I don't know if that means the part number 5776. What kind is it here? Eclipse. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's US made. Like these here, these blue ones probably are. This I can't read it. A PT company, Putnam. Yeah, can't read it. Dude, that's a little bitty dude. And that is sharp too. Oh no, it looks like it might have been used once here on this end, but man, it is sharp. I don't know if that's what's supposed to be in that tube, but so anyway, yeah, I mean, one of these would more than pay for everything I got, let alone just one of these. I mean, I'm not sure what these would cost new. I haven't looked them up yet, but I guarantee you can't buy them new for that. And some of these are new, especially with some of these. Let me get you over here. Some of these end mills, a couple of these are really roached out here. And that's a different kind of cutting bit, I think. And a couple of junk drill bits. But, you know, all these end mills, I mean, that one, I hate when they're laying out, just rattling around like that. But that one feels really good. There's a brand new one. There's a new one. So there's 3 brand new ones right there. And then the rest of these, you know, if you know, some of these are pretty roached out at the end, but this one looks perfect, and the other side's bad. But so yeah, and especially when you get into some of these tool cutting blanks, I mean, these are brand new. That's a MD Max high speed, the Cleveland Twist Drill Company. Sure, that's USA. I mean, that's pretty cool. And one here, same thing. That's a Rayco number 2. So, you know, that's a good haul because these are brand new. And then I got, you know, tons of the used ones up here. I don't know, once they get so small, like that one, I mean, I guess you still can use it. I guess it would still work, but there's some pretty short ones in here like that. I guess, I mean, why not? But all these can still be used. So yeah, that's a pretty good haul for $8. What do you think? And I'll just take you down the line here. These won't take long, but so this is just is it Craftsman? Yeah, Craftsman magnetic. Well, there's a little setup jaw. I'm not sure what they call that. I'm sure you guys can tell me in the comments, but it's 4401 USA. I think that's some kind of setup clamp, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, all this with this magnetic base and then all the stuff that goes with it, you know, I can't remember. This was dollars. I mean, this wasn't much at all. This went for like a few dollars, that there, so well worth it. Here's the one. This is an old, I looked at this. It's a magnetic base, and it's a, what kind is it? Oh, it's a Craftsman. So it's an old Craftsman. It's pretty, I'm sure, for the home shop, but it's pretty adjustable. I mean, and the magnetic base works, and then it must have, the gentleman who had it before built this neat little box for it. I mean, that's pretty cool, actually. I mean, took the time to and put the instructions, you know, in the bottom, so we can put the tool back in and keep it nice, which that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, that's cool. I like that kind of stuff. And then this one here, this is just a, I don't know the brand. What was the brand? I never heard of that. Made in England, so, I mean, but it does have some play in the face. I don't know if this is going to focus, but I don't know if you can see that. The face is loose from the mount, which isn't a big deal. I mean, it would still work. So, but, you know, it came with the little magnetic base and some, you know, arms and stuff, and that I can use on other dial indicators. And this one here, this little Starrett, I mean, I looked online. These things aren't, I think $50. I can't believe they're only $50. But, you know, just a little dial indicator. And I've got one of these already, and I like it a lot. I like the way it works. But I wonder why I don't know why they call it the last word dial indicator. And it must be the model. But I looked it up online. You can get them online in cases like this for around $50. But so, I mean, that's a good deal for me. I mean, I like that. And then this box, we can go through it here because there's not much in it. But I think these are setup bars, I would imagine, because it looks like they've been hit with the mill. But I'd imagine those are setup bars. And well, look at that. Look at that piece of toolbar. That is crazy. I don't think I'd ever use something that big, but that one's been used, but that's a brand new one. I don't know what those would cost, but these are Momax, Cleveland, USA, 3/4 inchers. And I got 3 of them. And then here's some new, what size are these? Doesn't say, but there's 2 more brand new ones, bigger size. You know, and a tool holder. And I know these aren't like the good tool, you know, the good tool holders like nowadays, but you know, good enough for me. I think that must just be a block. I don't know. I looked at this to see if it had markings on it for like thousandths, you know, or whatever, but I think it's a setup block. And I think these are setup blocks here, I would imagine. And then, yeah, this was cool. I'm glad I got that. Knurler. So if you make a handle out of steel or whatever, you can knurl it up and make it so you can hold on to it. That's cool. I didn't look that up what they cost, but I'm sure this is an Atlas. And yeah, USA, of course. And then that's just a different tool holder. I don't know why this is. I didn't look this one up either, but I would imagine this is for vibration maybe, or something like that. Yeah, it's just a different weird tool holder, but it's in good shape. I mean, it hasn't been used a lot. It doesn't look like, if I'm right at what it is, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this, I think, is to put like cutting bits in. I would assume, or you know, you put something in there and then you turn it like to make a slot or something like that. And let's see, another little tool holder. Now that one's been used a lot. Woo, look at that. That's been used a lot. Little what is that, 1/4 inch maybe, tool holder. Armstrong, Chicago. And then this is a tool holder, I'd imagine, of some kind. I think you put a bar in there, and maybe inside a big pipe or inside a big tube you can cut out. And I think that's what this one's for too, to go inside a round pipe and make it thinner from the inside, you know, open it up. And then a piece of tool stock. And then, oh, down we go. And these are setup blocks. And I know these are expensive. And I gotta learn how to use something like that. And same with this thing. This is some kind of setup block or something. But really good shape, actually. I mean, they're not all beat up and scarred. And I know I kind of looked online a little bit for these. I couldn't find this exact one. There was no name on it except for the guy's name who had it. But yeah, you know, once I get, well, the mill's going, but once I get the lathe going, I can use a lot of this stuff. And so I guess we can see everything in this box too. I think these are more setup blocks, I assume. You can tell me. Looks like it because it's been hit with the mill. You know, there's 3 of those. Now these boxes here. I don't remember what I paid for that box. It wasn't 20. It was less than that. But these next 4 boxes were like $20 each. So, and I think these are all setup blocks here with the guy's name on it. And then more of these bits. There's a tap. There's taps mixed in with bits. There's another tap. Quite a few taps in here. And this thing, I guess, yeah, that's to put centering bits in. That's cool. I'm not sure what that is. It's just like an old T-handle with an Allen wrench on the end. Must have been for some kind of setup tool. And well, then these 2 setup blocks, I guess. And I don't know if that's a setup block or if that's, yeah. But, you know, see, whatever. Yeah, that's a complete set. That's cool. Big centering drill. Centering drill, I guess. Bunch of those. There's another tap. So yeah, a bunch of centering drills and that. Another tap. Yeah, these look like these have been used, but you know, whatever, I'll use them. There's something in the, yeah, that's a little end mill. That's USA and that's brand new. So cool. That's a good box. I mean, 20 bucks, why not? I mean, I don't know how much setup blocks are, but I know they can't be cheap. And so this box here, I'll move some of these out of the way and I'll try to set some of this stuff out because there's so much in here. I haven't really been through it. I've just looked through it at the auction and oh, that was a pick. Good grief. I'll get them all set out so we can just go through them quick instead of digging through and seeing the same thing over and over. So I'll bring it back when I get it laid out. All right, about like magic. So I got them kind of lined up here. Yeah, just got a whole box of miscellaneous taps. I mean, you name it, whatever size, I'll have to go sort through them and get the sizes and put them in my, I got little plastic containers I keep them in with some foam at the bottom. Some of these, you know, I'll lay out in my drawer. I mean, that's a big tap. Good grief. I mean, that's a 3/4 by 14. I'd imagine this is a pipe tap because of the way it, yeah. Just imagine this is pipe, national pipe thread, yeah, right there. So, you know, there's probably 4 of those. I think these are all pipe taps. And then regular taps, big ones like this. That's USA high-speed steel. Doesn't say a name brand on it. But yeah, all this stuff is USA made stuff because it's older stuff. So yeah, a lot of taps. And put them with, I mean, I've got taps before over at the same auction, so I got plenty of taps. And then these, I'm not sure what these are. I never did open these. Let me get these open. Oh, those are carbide tips for a cutter. I don't see that in here. I don't see the carbide cutter that would take that. That one's been used. But yeah, I think I got one sometime that takes these, so I can use them. I can definitely use everything here. And then just a feeler gauge, which I've got a whole drawer full of those. And I imagine this is some kind of angle finder. It's a Craftsman, but I'd imagine just the way it's set up here on the, it's to figure angles setup tool. And then a little Starrett micrometer, which it's a 1 inch, and unbelievable. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but it does zero out. Yeah, I doubt you're going to be able to see it. But it comes right to zero. I clean the tips off, and you bring it right there and it zeroes out, which is unbelievable. And then this must be some little, I don't know, this one, I don't know who made this or what it is. It's a pretty cheesy looking one, but it doesn't, I don't think this zeroes out. No, it goes over zero, so yeah, a little one. I don't know what I use that for, but anyway. And then a bunch of these little stub tool stock, but then all the tool holders, or the tool holders for the bit for the cutters. Yeah, these are what I need too, because I don't have a lot of these, and I know it's not like the I think we had one down. Did we have one down at the other end? I can't remember, but you know, I'll use them. I mean, here's a, I guess these are left and rights. They're both the same, but the one has, you know, holes on the bottom, so I think you could switch it up. Maybe not, but I imagine those were left and right cutter tool holders, or yeah. And then a bunch of the, you know, tap handles. I mean, I got tons of those, you know. Those are no big thing because I've got a whole drawer full of those. And then these style of cutter holder, which is nice because I don't know if I have this. I think this is made to cut like slots or cut off tool, I guess. And I don't see any more of these around here either. Figured there'd be more of that stock here. But I think this is a fly cutter. And I'm sure I'm butchering what they are because I'm not a machinist. I'm learning. That's what I got these old mill and drill and the mill and the lathe for, so I can learn some of this stuff. I know very little about it. I've done some at a job I had, but nothing intricate. So, and then I mean, it looks like a couple sets of punches, Craftsman's, and chisels, and center punches, which look to be in really good shape. And they're not, this is the only one that's really beat the tar on the end. So they must have used that a lot. And then this pick, that's an awesome pick. That thing is long. Yep, that's cool. I like picks like that. Them are nice picks. All right, well, that's that box. And let me get that kind of pushed together, and I think we'll just skip over this box. I think this is a setup bar, maybe. It's not magnetic, so but yeah, there's some new, you know, carbide tipped bits in here, but just a lot of miscellaneous tooling stock. So yeah, I don't think we'll go through. I don't think there's much new in here, but I mean, these are These are pretty basically new because they got the back, you know, the one end to go yet. So we'll skip over that one. That might be, no, that looks like a layout block maybe. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot in here other than just these. There's a new, did I show that new one already? No, I don't see any other new ones. So yeah, I'll get this box out of the way and we'll get the other box underneath it spread out and we'll go from there. Okay, we're back. Got that box emptied. And boy, got plenty of Allen wrenches. I mean, I've got boatloads of these, but I just throw them in a drawer. I got a whole drawer full of these. And when you need to make something, make a tool or make one or whatever, I got my good sets. But I know some of these feel pretty good. That's an Allen brand, so you know, if you need to make a tool or make something, you just take one of those and cut them apart and weld up what you need, and you don't feel bad. But yeah, another feeler gauge. Put that in my drawer of many. Just some stock. And I think this is a crappy mill bit, and this is a little inside milling tool, and that's another. Not sure. Yeah, that one feels like junk. But a couple other tooling holders, and there's a Morse taper, I think. Morse taper holder for that Woodruff key cutter, which is nice because I got more down there. And then a live end for my lathe, which I'm glad I got. I looked up this one I did look up. This is a Bruckner. Yeah, this is close to like, I mean, it's when you buy it new, new ones, I'm not sure. I think I found some used ones on eBay and stuff. They're like close to $300 and some. I don't think that was a new price. I can't remember. But yeah, more than paid for the whole thing because I needed one of these. I did not have a live end for my lathe. So that was awesome. And then this looks like, that's a, to hold a die for the lathe, I guess, I think. Looks like it. Put a die in there and put that in your tailstock and just zip it right in. So yeah, that's cool. Just miscellaneous bolts and stuff. I don't know what that is. That feels like a machined part. I'm not sure what that goes to, but I'll keep it just in case. Yeah, nothing major. Nice pair of little scissors. And this looks like setup stock too. I don't know. Maybe not. It's pretty beat up. But this is just keyway stock and a little stone, little triangle stone, and a bunch of files, which this one looks pretty new, not used, or at least that side isn't. But, and then this thing, I'm not sure what this is. If it's, I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys can help me out. Rounded on the end. I don't know what you'd use that for. Maybe a scriber? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Somebody tell me. I'll hold it up here so you can get a good view of it. Yep. Anyway, and then a big, like a drift punch, and then a chisel on the other end. That's a nice tool. All right, so got one more box. I'll try to empty this box out quick, and because this has got a lot of handles. How many handles does one man need? I mean, gee, many Christmas. Let me get this emptied out, and then we'll take a look. All right, got this last box laid out for you. I did find my bill. So that metal box right there that we just took all this stuff out of, I paid $4 for. So $4 for all this stuff. And that right there is more than $4. I can't find a name brand on this die holder, but we initialed it. But I could not find, but I mean, that is built quality wise. I don't know. I don't know what kind it is, but it's quality. And not like this one. This is kind of a junker. And all these are, these die holders here aren't nothing special. But they're nice. I mean, clean them up, and I got some small ones, which I don't have little ones. And that one, but this one's cool. And I can't find a name on it, but, well, what's that there? I can't read it. GTD. But that feels like quality. I mean, just the way it feels and handles. And then, you know, I got a whole bunch of little dies for it, which is cool. I mean, them are little. I don't have anything that little here. But this one here, this is a Starrett. It is a Starrett, you know, tap holder. So that's a good find. And I mean, it's smooth. Yeah, that thing's nice. And I mean, it shows some wear, which I'm sure that's why, because it's a nice one. And a junky one. Tap handles, good Lord, I got plenty of those. And which I don't have a lot of the dies, but all these dies are, I mean, that's a Craftsman USA. All these are USA. A lot of them are Craftsman. But I don't see the name on that one. Where is that one? Yeah, it's a Craftsman. So a lot of these are Craftsman, which USA, I mean, they're still, I'll clean them all up and check and see if the teeth are all in there. But it looks like they are. And then more taps. I mean, good grief. I got plenty of those. And more taps. You know, the basic sizes, which I'll check them out, clean them up. If they're good, I'll put them in the drawer with all the others and use them. And here's some big taps. Now these are something, you know, bigger taps I don't use that much, but there has been cases where somebody's called me and asked me, and this says a Threadwell 1¼ by 7 national course thread. So yeah, it's just nice to have those around if you have to. This one it's USA. What's it say here? Greenfield. Oh, that's GT. That's what this is then. What do we have down here that said that? This little one, I think said, didn't it? I can't remember. We just read something with that same abbreviation. Oh, no, I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, the GTD Greenfield 1⅛ by 12 national fine thread. So yeah, they were nice. I mean, and these are pipe threads. What did we see down here? What did we see with that name on it? Why can't I just was here. Why can't, well, that's my life. Oh, right here. Yeah, it is this little one. Yeah, this little one is a Greenfield GTD. Yeah, that's cool. And then this is what I really would like, and what I'm glad I got, is I guess I call it a milling machine base for your milling machine. And you can clamp stock in here, whatever you want to do. I don't have to move the big bed that far. You can do little stuff, you know, with this. And it needs cleaned up. I mean, it moves pretty good. Everything works. It's just dirty and it needs to be cleaned up. But I think I did look this up online. I think it's an Atlas, which is a Craftsman, Atlas Craftsman. But, you know, it's good quality back in the day. Yeah, I don't know if it was made for industrial, but, well, it could have been. But I really need this for smaller parts on the mill that I can tool this thing up and use this instead of running my big bed back and forth for little stuff. So, yeah, I think, let me get the sheet here. I think that vise, they call it a vise. 35. I thought I paid 30, but I paid 35 for it. So, yeah, that's an awesome, for 35 bucks. Come on, you can't go wrong. You just can't. And then the tub of grease for 8. I got my sheet right here. What was the tub? Tub of grease. Why can't I find that here? Vice Riverside grease, $9. So $9 for that. And I did look at my sheet. Some of these boxes I paid $10 for. 2 of them I paid 20 and 20, and 2 of them I paid 10 and 10. I thought I paid 20 for all of them, but I looked on my sheet there. I found it laying here in the garage. So yeah, I mean, this is what you can do if you got something close, an auction house, or I don't know, maybe they're not. We have one right around the corner from us, and then there's one in, you know, probably half hour from here is another auction house, and another 20 minutes there's another one. So I mean, and those I don't go to because it's time consuming. You know, I stood here for this stuff probably 4 hours, you know, because you got to wait till they get there, and you know, it's not where they start. So, but it was well worth it. I think it was totally worth standing there for 4 hours, and I think total cost on this tool thing was like $208. So you do the math. And I'm only doing this to show you that you don't have to have, you know, a lot of money to get stuff, to do things. I mean, my old, you know, Bridgeport mill and the lathe I found in a barn, I restored it. Well, the lathe is still in progress, but I'm getting this stuff, so when I do get it done, I'm ready to do stuff on it. And this is dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap stuff. And I know it's not brand new, but it will absolutely do the job for me, and at minimal cost compared to there's no way I'd go out and buy all this stuff new. There's just no way. I mean, I couldn't afford it. By the time you get all these setup blocks and some of this stuff, I mean, it's just crazy how expensive some of this stuff is. And then most of it's China garbage. So, and that's mostly why I did this video, to maybe give you inspiration to, you know, check garage sales, look at auctions in the paper, like home auctions, where they, you know, they got estate sales, and just look them up and see what they have, if there's a machine shop in it, or, you know, what kind of tools he's got, and just spend some time doing that. So, and you can get a lot of nice stuff. So, hope this was enjoyable. At least I got something up, you know, on the channel to watch until I get back on one of the cars, or drag another one out of the barn down there. I think I'm going to drag another one out of the barn and try to get one of my other ones running so I can move it, and we'll do a will it run on that. So until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments, and leave your comments on some of this stuff if I got it wrong. That's the only way I'm going to learn, other than, you know, reading online and reading books that I got, and watching other YouTube channels. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.